Okay, I hope everyone is having a good week. I have spent today working on new challenge guides, and I am really excited to try them out and try to bring some life back to what we have going on. So what I did is I just took my notes from Summit that related to challenge groups, and I also have been watching like some YouTube videos on what other coaches are doing. And basically, I think that it just boils down, we're doing all the right things. It just boils down to us actually showing up. And so I do have like some tips from Hannah Jackson and Jamie Fitzpatrick that I was going to share, and then just talk about how the next couple of groups are going to go. Okay, I just wanted to talk about bringing life back to our challenges, which I am now calling fit communities, just because I think the word challenge group is maybe overused and people already see that and count themselves out. It may be too intimidating for some, and then I kind of went to accountability groups for a while, and I know there's people who think they don't need that either, so I kind of like the way that this sounds, so I'm trying it on for size. But that's what I really want to bring back, is that community feel. And Tyler and Shannon probably remember like the first couple of groups I ran, how it didn't even seem to matter how many people were in it. It was just really interactive, and people were checking in on each other and making sure they were okay. And if there was an injury, people were worried and checking in on them. And I just think somehow we've maybe lost some of that. So we need to go back. We need to go back to our challenge groups being like our bread and butter. If we aren't running good challenge groups, most likely people aren't getting good results. And I know for sure I've seen that in my challengers, and I'll be the first to admit that this started with me. I kind of got sick of running groups, and so it was the last thing I did at the end of the day. And I'm trying to bring back my life and love for it, and I just can't quite do it on my own. And I think as a team, we totally have this. And so Val talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but just avoiding, and then I know Carolyn posted a video as well, but just kind of like avoiding that Beachbody lingo. And I think challenge groups is possibly one of them, because it's just so overused by coaches. But the same thing would be like with any of our programs or trainers, or even Shakeology. And instead leading what you can do for them. And this last week and a half, I've been using Val's sneak peek method from Jatana Jackson, and it really is working. I have had some of these people on the fence whether they wanted to commit since like April, when it went on sale. The BOD Challenge Pack went on sale. And for some reason, that urgency and being tagged in that post, I've signed 3 coaches this week, and it looks like it's probably going to be a couple more, because I have links out. So it has been crazy. And I've just found like with this that times change so fast, and our groups need to change and evolve with that, and I'm not sure that they always have. This is kind of what I did with Shift Shop. I was not in the test group, nowhere near it, but I've been treating it like a test group and actually following the workout plan to a T, except the one day when I did a core workout when I shouldn't have. And the same with the nutrition plan. I think for a long time I was just in that, oh, this is a lifestyle mentality. But I did the no grains. I'm tracking my containers again. I didn't cheat on my birthday. I haven't cheated at the lake. It's been super hard, but I treated it like a test group, because I need to get results so that other people are inspired too. And I think we could probably all raise our hand of being guilty of like not being a finisher. whether that be a program or even a group. Like, I know the first couple days of a group are really exciting and the interaction is really high. But then when the energy dies, I find me as a coach, I die off too. And we just need to go into day 21 with the same energy that we went into days 1 and 2. I saw something about like a coach saying, let's find our results together. None of us are to that after picture we want to be. We're never going to be, because we're always going to be on a journey. But people are going to relate to us if we talk about, we can do this together. And then just creating that curiosity around our groups and not resistance. And I think that's really what like challenge groups have become, just with the amount of MLMs that are popping up on social media with people selling. Yes, we have some tools that can help them, but I really think the missing link for a lot of people is that supportive environment, especially if they don't have like a supportive spouse or family. So us as coaches need to act like challengers. And then some ideas, and these were all from Summit. And if you were there or you read my notes, you maybe already have heard them, but they are from Jamie Fitzpatrick and what he and his wife Kim do in their groups. And last year, Jamie actually he actually had 18 people go diamond, and they all came from challenge groups. So obviously he's running some pretty great groups, but what he does is go live in groups every day, especially free groups. So you're creating that value and put off. Okay. This next part I'm super excited about, so I need to get everyone's names of your committed challengers for sure. But we're going to start doing success partners in groups. So what I will do right before the challenge group starts is I'm going to type up a document pairing up challengers with each other. And we can even pair up coaches with each other. And then those people can start tagging each other. So if Shannon is my accountability partner and we were picked to partner together, when I finished a workout, I would say my workout's done and I would tag Shannon. Shannon, did you get yours done? And hopefully creating those relationships between people. It used to be that everyone in our challenge group knew each other. And I found sometimes when you've done that, like tag someone who inspires you post, a lot of times they're just tagging coaches. And I've actually had people say, well, I don't know anyone in this group. And that tells me a couple of things. One, they haven't been engaging at all or even been watching what other people are doing, but also that just that community piece is missing. So I'm really excited for that. And we will do that like in both upcoming groups and try it out. Jamie also includes some personal development in his groups, and they call them the inside workout. It's like a workout for your inside. He also video messages his challengers every week instead of a typed message or even a voice message. And I guess in Messenger we have that capability now. And then I guess in the Beachbody blog, there is that should say fact, not fat. I had 2 little distractions with me today. Fact myth post, like it's like the top 10 myths about Shakeology. And what he does is he breaks those 10 myths apart into challenge group posts so that people who maybe just committed and they weren't sure on Shakeology are still seeing that value around it here and there. Showing up in our groups every day, we need to show people why they signed up with us. We don't want to think that we just wanted to sell a quick challenge pack and get the commission and run. We need to create value around what we do and show up for them. And then creating that sense of community. I'm getting results. I'm going to the top. I want you to come with me. I want you to get the results that I'm getting. And this is the last thing here is totally what I thought about when Val got me started. I had no belief in myself. I had failed at so many things so many times. But through her groups, I was empowered. I started supporting other people. They started supporting me. I started seeing that belief in myself. And within 3 months, I was wanting to actively coach and was running my own groups and believing in others when they had no belief in themselves. So it's that domino effect. And we just need to get those dominoes going again. And good things are going to happen when you keep showing up. I'm seeing that this month in my business after doing the Art of Recruiting in May. I did have some inconsistency this summer, and I know if I wouldn't have, these good things would have been happening earlier in the summer. Like here it is on the 15th of the month, and I'll be sitting at Success Club 10. The same thing goes for our challenge groups. If we just keep showing up every day for the whole 21 days, challenge in, challenge out, we're going to start seeing our challengers getting results, wanting to help other people, and being empowered and on fire for what they're doing in their health. I think of this with some of the posts I've made, and Tyler talks about, he calls it living congruently. But people watch what we do, not just what we say. And I think there's been times where I haven't always been completely honest in my 80-20 lifestyle posts. And I can think of a lot of times this summer where it's been way more lifestyle than anything. But when you're not living congruently, people are going to see through that. Post scheduling is great. I can't do it any other way when I'm running groups and I'm not up when everyone else is, but just not to be a robot. Don't just schedule your posts 21 days out and never check back into the group. We need to be still checking in at least once a day. Already talked about that. And then just a note on promoting groups. I don't know if I'll continue making the graphics for the groups, but with the way social media is changing, those types of things are getting pushed down further in the news feed. So I will still make a graphic like to use for like cover photo or whatever of the group, but anything that looks like salesy or that it's from an MLM isn't getting traction on social media, but rather using like real life pictures talking about our fit community and then sharing the link to the sneak peek in the post. Jatana was the person we talked to last week on the Team Hope call about Instagram, and she had 5 tips for challenge groups. 1, need a reason why you're doing it. I think we always have like a good theme and we try to center our challenges around that. But I thought this second one was kind of interesting. Having a commitment from coaches and challengers, and possibly even like printing off or taking a picture of a contract and sending it to your coach. I did incorporate something like that in the Shift Shop group, so I'm just excited to see if it works or if it helps with commitment levels or anything. And then she talked about daily tasks pinned with the daily assignment. And we're going to try that in the If Not Now, When group. Whereas, and I can show a picture of it later, whereas like there's different points for different things and us coaches aren't going to keep track of it. Just everyone who's interested in participating for the prize can keep track of their own. And hopefully what it does is motivate those people who are rubies like me and like the prizes and the competitive nature of it. And then also it will create some of those relationships just between our coach and challengers and also other challengers, because hopefully they'll be shouting each other out in the group, maybe our team on social media, maybe referring some more people to us. And then I know I am personally guilty of not shouting out my challengers on Facebook as much or wherever, as much as I need to be. So I want to get back to that weekly, shouting out a spotlight challenger. And then number 4, I thought was really cool, and it would have been, I think, a great idea before the BOD All Access Challenge Pack started, but she does a kickoff call with her challengers and coaches and has a box opening party where they go through all the components of the challenge pack. And I still think that would possibly be helpful with the containers and how to access BOD. And then I really like this idea about just getting us coaches more engaged. Obviously reward based on the daily task, but then within the coaches, vote on the best transformation within the team, just to kind of keep the coaches accountable too. So these next 2 graphics are what we're going to try for the If Not Now, When group. Every one day of the week is going to be the same type of thing. So Motivational Monday, Tell All Tuesday, Workout Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, Flex Friday, Success Saturday, and Self-Care Sunday. And then I tried to put this fit community definition as many places as I could. A place filled with inspiration, motivation, accountability, like-minded people, love, positive vibes, and all the support you need to reach your goals. And so each daily challenge is a little bit different. Like there'll be 3 motivational Mondays. It's not the same daily challenge every day. They're different, but they all relate to motivation. And they're all really simple and straightforward. So hopefully we can get people kind of checking into those and then just logging their points. And Stacy's making like a little spreadsheet if they want to use that, if you want to use a notebook, whatever. But just, and honestly, like I'm not checking it. I wouldn't think anyone would be dishonest. But just maybe we can get people sharing recipes again, get people sharing their meals so that other people get meal and snack ideas. And then bring back that community with the tagging each other and tagging your success partner. And did you get your workout in today? So I'm excited to try this, and we can always tweak it if it doesn't work great, or we can throw it out next month if it doesn't work at all, but it could be awesome. And then the last thing I wanted to say just before we chat is I did plan out groups. I think starting that 3rd week of the month is working well. So it works for September and October. I just don't know what to do with November and December, because it would have a group starting the week of Thanksgiving and then a group starting the week of Christmas. That was pretty much what I wanted to touch on challenge groups, and I'm excited to see how it goes. I need to stop my screen share. Okay. All right. So that is my little challenge group piece, and now all of a sudden I'm in the dark. Summer's going too fast. Do you guys have questions, comments, anything you want to add that you think has been missing from our groups?
I would agree on the community piece. I think it'll be really cool to see if we can get that. I was in some of the beginning ones, and it was, and part of it was a lot of us knew each other, but even the people who didn't, we were much more engaged and checking in. And if someone missed a group in the next group, we're like, oh, we're so glad you're back, and it's so good to see you again. And so I think trying to foster that again will be really good.
Yeah. And I know like just Facebook in general has changed. Like, used to be like on the weekends Facebook was like hopping, and now it's like completely dead. And so I've noticed running like challenge groups on Facebook, there's the times people don't check in past Thursday, and they might come back Monday. Sometimes they never do. So what I'm telling my people on the app is you can set, and I don't know if you guys know this, but you can set your notifications on the app to like alert you if you haven't checked in by whatever time. Like mine's set to 5 p.m. Like if I haven't logged my stuff by 5, I just get an alert on my phone. So I'm telling my people that too, so that they know, because sometimes that was the first couple times we did the health vet, that was my problem, is I didn't remember to check one more place. So yeah, I hope that helps too. Anyone have any other questions?
I'm ready for, I'm excited for, better interaction too. Sorry if my sound is bad. I'm at a pool, hotel pool. But I hope, the interaction in the first few groups was really good. And I'm looking forward to that too, Shannon, to have better check-ins with everybody and kind of get that camaraderie again. I feel like when there's more interaction, there's more accountability. When you're checking in on somebody else, they're checking in on you. So I'm looking forward to that, because I haven't been very good at that in the last few weeks, and I'm just ready to kind of get back into it.
Yeah, awesome. What you said reminded me of something. Now I think I lost it. Wow. Oh, I know it's harder in that because all of our comments like go to the bottom. But the one thing I was talking to Stacey about that like she thought would really help is like when we post, just as coaches, when we post like our workout check-in, not just to say speed 45, but to be like, oh, that was damn hard. Like I barely made it. Or today it was way easier. I could do it stronger. Or I really didn't want to get out of bed. And just like showing that we're vulnerable too, and not like, it was one thing just even if it takes a few more seconds just to type it out. And I know like Shannon, I know a couple people were worried about this last time with running 2 groups or whatever, and I really think there is something special about people doing like a new program. And I think it's good to have them separate, but what I do, because it does get overwhelming posting in 2 places, I just copy and paste every comment. A daily challenge will be different, obviously, but like if I'm posting, oh, here's my turkey hash again for the 9 millionth day, it just saves this to copy and paste from one group to another, if that helps. Group hack, but I think I'm most excited to see if people care about tracking their points, because it was so weird in that jackpot group. I'm like, okay, there's like $320 on the line. No one seemed to care. Like, they paid money. Like, we all paid in money, and they got $160 each. I don't know if anyone really cared or if it made a difference. And I know, like, my personality type isn't as, there's Tyler, as common, like the competitiveness and points and prizes and stuff, but that way it does help those people who are, and if you don't care, then you just don't keep track, but it's not one more thing for us to do, and maybe that will help us know what to do going forward. There's no sense buying and giving prizes if no one wants them.
Right.
So weird. And it's so dark out, my teeth look super white. It's weird. I think that's when you were talking, I got distracted by that. Terrible. It's kind of been a long day.
It's still light here.
Where are you?
It's still light here.
Where are you tonight?
Bozeman, Montana.
When are you coming home?
We're in Bozeman.
When are you coming home?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow. So we had a 7-hour drive today and a 9-hour drive tomorrow.
I know, that is like the biggest state ever. So like big and stupid. Tyler knows all about how much I dislike driving through Montana. We drove from Wolf to Billings the first time I ever went there, and we got to Terry, and I'm like, are we there yet? And he's like, this isn't even like halfway. And I'm like, terrible.
On our way down, we were 13 hours on the road.
I know.
Yeah.
We have a wedding there, like right before New Year's, and his family's like pressuring us, like, are you coming? Do you know? And I'm like, we live in the Midwest. I have no clue. And so now they want us to like drive to Wolf Point and fly from Wolf Point to Billings. And I'm like, maybe that is doable. But I don't want to spend my whole Christmas break on the car.
Right.
Okay. Shannon, do you have any questions like how we're doing like this sneak peek? I don't know if you...
No, I really like, because I watched the team, and I really like the idea of like the group, and like, okay, the group is going to close, or you won't get the email before meeting. And I like it better than the event. The event things still like stress me out, and I just like, I just don't even do them.
I've got shut down for inviting too many people to events. Like I went almost a month where I couldn't invite anyone because I had sent out too many invites. So I think if I create them, I'm just going to use it kind of just to gauge an interest. But I'm not posting them every day. That's getting to be so much. Whereas this sneak peek is nice. It's a script. It's pretty much the same every month. I'm not going to give prizes like this away every time. But
we were talking about like when you have to post the coach link, how to get around that. I don't know if we each want to do our own, because like you said, it's a script that's there. It's easy to do. It's not a lot of work.
Yeah, I thought of that too.
So we could each kind of, whoever wants to invite to that one, each do our own little one, and then we could still. The only issue is the peer pressure thing. Like if someone only has like 2 people in the group, that's the one nice thing about us combining, is then the list will get bigger. And I think it would be fair
up like what people had to do, and you didn't have to make a post saying you have to buy Shakeology.
Yeah.
Just we find out everything inside this like private group. So
yeah. Well, and I think And I think we're smart. If someone's interested, they're gonna sign up and reach out to you, get your link, make sure that they get the right link. And if they don't, then we just fix it. You know.
Yeah. I was just curious, kind of what.
But I do like it, and I listened to. Did you listen to the National Wake Up Call this week?
I think Tyler did.
She's a little crazy.
She was at Summit. She's crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. But I really liked some of the things that she does. Like she makes a list every morning because that's how long a notebook paper is. And like she goes through all the people that are new friends, and then all the people that have like their posts, and then just people. And like what she does is when she'll just, when she does her messages, she'll just send a message, but then she'll wait the next day to respond to them. And when she gets back to them, she just kind of naturally puts something in. So like she just sends someone a message like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. How's everything going? And then she waits a day to get back to them. And she's like, hey, sorry I didn't respond right away. I was busy working on my meal plan for my upcoming blah, blah, blah. How's everything? Like things are good, and just kind of overpasses it. And then it really just leads, if they're curious, to ask about it versus like all the constant like, so I kind of like that approach.
When we saw her at Summit, we all thought she was drunk.
she
bad anxieties.
Yes, she was pretty terrible to listen to at the beginning of it.
All three of us, Stacey, Jen, and I, we walked out. It was like a session we had to go to, and like honestly, I bet like a fourth of the room cleared. Like she just never got to the point. And she told us she had to take a shot before she went on stage, and we're all like, "Oh, she's totally like hammered," and she wasn't. She just her anxiety is like through the roof.
You could tell at the beginning of the call, and even like he was talking her through it, and like, but then by the end, like she finally got into her rhythm and stuff, and you could tell she kind of was more comfortable and stuff.
But that just proves like anyone can do this. Like it takes all types. That's what Deidre Weaver uses for her power hours, like gangster rap connections. Yeah, but that's what I do is like I don't think like, oh, who can I sell a challenge to? Like I look at my computer, it says play plan do, and I think about like who I can be a light for, and I just like look for people who can I pray for you? Can I help you with something? Do you need a listening ear? I've had a lot of people come to me with like needing personal development suggestions. And if it leads to them doing more, that's great. But if not, I hope I've helped them in some way. So yeah, I need to listen to it maybe tomorrow. Well, I am excited for both of these groups, and I hope people watch the call and can kind of get our energy too.
I'm excited for Shift Stop to get me to my pre-baby weight.
Yay, it will.
It's a little bit up again.
It's crazy. Tyler's doing he just decided for fun to do the Fit 50 round this week.
What?
Like in round 2, you do the 35 week, the 45 week, and then the 50 week. There's there's a bonus DVDs. And so like today, his speed workout, he's like carrying this huge weight on his shoulder. You're supposed to have a sandbag. So you do a speed workout with weights. That's crazy. Anyways, well, I'll let you guys go enjoy your kids. Mine are long in bed.
I'm heading to the pool.
Yes, you do it. Okay, does anyone have anything else?
Let's do it.
All right. Have a good rest of the week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.